This is Badrinath Vittal and his wife Indira. Like most retired Bengalurians, this couple is also starting their day with a cup of warm tea. This is probably the last leisurely moment of their day, which will in a few moments start to buzz with activity. Education was arguably one of the worst affected facets of life during the pandemic. In fact, my colleague Rishika looks at the annual Status of Education report, which reveals troubling details about the current reading ability of students across the age groups. But some people, out of sheer resilience and passion, managed to fight the good fight against all odds. Among them are Badrinath Vittal and his wife Indira Vittal. They found that the initiative they'd started in 2014, called Free Coaching Vidya, was a good fit for the demands made by online education during the pandemic and the subsequent lockdowns.
After doing engineering from Mysore, after working for 3 years, did masters in IIT Bombay.
My name is Indira Vittal, born and brought up in Bombay. After his retirement, we moved to Bangalore. So first I was not doing anything, but then I saw my maidservant. Their education was quite poor and nobody there to teach them. They were going for the tuition and paying extra money and all that. So the one girl came to me from, she was in UKG, and the other girl in 6th standard, he went to my husband. And then this corona came. So we said, okay, let's do the online classes. Just doing it from the phone. We gave them some phones and we were doing. And then their friends came. About 8-10 people, children came, and then we started teaching them online.
As the popularity of their classes spread, the local media picked up their story.
Every time each media element interviewed us, the strength started growing up.
But they'll explain superb, and I can't explain that.
One would assume that after the lockdown was lifted and offline classes were resumed, the relevance of this initiative would reduce. But it was actually quite the opposite.
Because, you see, when offline classes started after 2 lockdowns, the strength started declining. So we had to change our strategies and evolve new modes of teaching, new models of teaching. Spoken English, which is normally not available in any school, current affairs and social responsibility classes, personality development. Our school model. Now, after 2 years, we are handling classes 4 to degree level, and we have introduced professional courses also, like coaching for NEET and CA. That is how we have been able to keep up those students.
After signing 3 memoranda of understanding with noted colleges around Bengaluru, Free Coaching Vidya has gathered a total of 250 volunteers to handle different classes.
I had a series of interaction with the Deputy Commissioner, Doda District. I added 1,300 schools in Kashmir itself, and that has given us a dramatic jump in the strength of students. From 18,000, today we stand at 110,000.
Each volunteer spends around 7 to 8 hours per week with the students. Often, 2 to 3 groups of students of the same age group from around the country plug into the same session with a teacher. This is how they manage to handle such a large number of students with limited resources. Recognizing that most teachers and students in rural schools continue to communicate in the vernacular, Free Coaching Vidya has also introduced a novel scheme named Train the Trainers, in which they teach basic English to teachers across the country.
My name is Gangadhara Murthy. I worked with the New Horizon College of Engineering for about 5 years as a language and life skills trainer. Then when I came out of the college, so I called up Badri sir, and then he told me about all this organization, and I was interested in that.
There's a lot of flooding happening. You are unable to reach your school from your home.
Mainly I focus on training the teachers, because I feel rather than the students, if the teachers in the school or colleges, if they are trained, they can bring about a better English-friendly atmosphere in the school.
My name is Savitha, and I have done my BSc, B.Ed, and I have been a teacher and a coordinator in a private institution. One of my relative had told me that there is a person called Badrinath and he is doing this free online coaching. I called uncle immediately and I told him, I don't know what you will do, but I need to be a part of your team. Our sentence namge active voice ali irutte.
ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಮ್ಮ? ಚಂದನ ಹೇಳ್ತೀಯಾ?
I'm Sharada, born and brought up in Bangalore, and I've done BCom from MES College, and I'm a cost accountant and a company secretary. After I got married, I stopped working. I'm glad I'm not working so that I get this time to do for these kids. And our way of teaching maybe, is personal, because I can talk about myself, because I interact with each one personally, because this is more satisfying, I feel, because you're using your education for somebody else.
As teachers gathered here for a common goal, these people are no longer just colleagues. They have become a family. It is this bonding of theirs that translates into a beautiful relationship with the students and makes their endeavor so successful.
The right to quality education. That's our aim. And whatever we can do, we will definitely try to do. We'll keep on doing it.